Hello everyone, greetings. My name is Rahul. I am Salesforce consultant at Webcool Software Private Limited. In this video, we are going to cover conditional sync of orders. In order to understand how the conditional sync works for order, let's click on the orders. Here, we will enable the conditional sync toggle. We can do the conditional sync using a date filters, Shopify Order ID and Shopify Customer ID. We use date filters for updated after, updated before, processed after, processed before. We use Shopify ID for since ID and Shopify ID. We use Shopify Customer ID for Customer ID. Now let's synchronize the order using the processed after and processed before. In order to understand it, let's go to the Shopify store. So here is the scenario. I want to synchronize all the orders which have been placed in the month of April 2023. So in my Shopify store, there are such as 7 orders which have been placed in the April month 2023. In order to synchronize them into the Salesforce, let's go to the Salesforce. Here we will select the processed after date as 1st of April 2023 and processed before date as 1st of May 2023. After selecting the dates, we will click on this import button here. We have successfully synchronized the order in the Salesforce. For the updated after and updated before, the process will remain same as we have done for processed after and processed before. But it will synchronize the orders according to the updated date. Now let's synchronize the order using the Shopify ID. In order to understand it, let's go to the Shopify store. In my Shopify store, there is an order 1127 and I want to synchronize 1127 into the Salesforce. So in order to synchronize a particular order, we will click on this order and from here, from the URL, we will copy the order ID. Now we will go to the Salesforce. Here we will put the order ID in the Shopify ID box. And now we will click on the import button. We have successfully synchronized the order in the Salesforce. Now let's synchronize the order using the customer ID. In order to understand it, let's go to the Shopify store. In my Shopify store, there is a customer named Jack. And I want to synchronize all the orders which has been placed by the Jack. In order to achieve it, we will click on the customer here and we will copy the customer ID from the URL. Now we will go to the Salesforce. We will put the Shopify customer ID in the customer ID box. And now we will click on the import button here. We have successfully synchronized the order in the Salesforce. Now let's synchronize the order using the since ID. In order to understand it, let's go to the Shopify store. In my Shopify store, there is an order 1132 and I want to synchronize the orders from 1132 till end 1135. So there are total 4 orders in my Shopify store. In order to achieve it, let's click on the order. From here, we will copy the order ID from the URL. Now let's go to the Salesforce. Here we will put the order ID in the since ID box and we will reduce it by 1. So it says 38, we will make it 37. And now we will click on the import button. We have successfully synchronized the order in the Salesforce. Thanks for watching, and if you have more questions, please write us on support@webcool.com. Have a nice day.